So picture this, you just booted up Minecraft with a few mods, and the entity that you get attacked by looks like this. Now, look at the image, it does seem kinda similar, right? Like, just a little bit. This is one of the multiple issues I have run into in the last few weeks with horror mods, and yeah, there's a lot to discuss, so let's just get into it. No way am I hating on anybody who makes the horror mods. I am just making this video to display the issues that I'm currently experiencing at the moment, so I'm basically yapping. So recently I have started to record and play horror mods, and modded Minecraft in general a lot less, and I feel like it's to do with the entities themselves in these mods. I have noticed that the Shy Guy, the Man from the Fog, and the In Your World mob are not killable, which, yeah, you may be thinking, all three of these horror entities should all be killable because, you know, they attack you, they're meant to just scare you. Well, tell me why, when the Man from the Fog spawns in, it is like an immediate, like, oh, he spawned in. Time to run around in circles until he disappears. Which, you know, that's not a way that a horror mob should be working. And realistically, at the first few times that would scare you anyway, but afterwards that realistically is not going to scare a single soul. But enough about the Man from the Fog for the time being. I'm now going to get onto another problem that, you know, you may be experiencing as well with horror mods, and that there is literally no escapability, like, or chance of survival, pretty much all the time, unless you find ways to block them. Example here is when you hear the Man from the Fog, just build up and build this weird ass shape, and he won't be able to hit you at all. Like, when I think back to when I first played with the Cave Dweller mod, right, we built mini shelters underground that we could just, you know, build and just, like, escape into there if the guy had chased us. And, you know, that was a way to escape him. Realistically, with the mobs now, you just can't do that. And also to add on to that, realistically, in, you know, in terms of horror mods, the Cave Dweller, like, especially the way that the Cave Dweller worked, was just a ton better. Like, it felt like, you know, it was like, it was kind of like the Warden. It was like he was guarding one specific area. I mean, obviously with the Cave Dweller, he's guarding the entire of the underground. But it just was, you know, it had a cool, like, thing to it. It didn't just spawn on the ground level or sometimes in your base and come and absolutely destroy you. Another thing is ambience. I don't think that people seem to be thinking about it as much because when we go to the oh god. Because when we go to the new update of the Mimica, which I recently played, I thought the mood and atmosphere was great. And the ambience was great as well, and that's just one mod though that feels like in 100. And Dogman is a great example for ambience being the reason why some mods are kind of trash. Like a great idea for a mod, but it just seems like there's nothing to build like a scary atmosphere to him. I have to admit though, when he did first spawn in my first playthrough with him, I thought it was actually pretty scary until I realized he spawned inside of a glass pane and got stuck. And with the horror mods I'm seeing at the moment, it just seems like a similar idea with a different scary noise.mp3 file attached to it. And then coded to spawn on the ground and chase the player, while some loud ass music plays in the background. Anyways, enough of me yapping about ambience. Okay, yet again, same thing with the recent Fortnite video I made. This script was made ages ago, probably just before December started. So I got one of my friends who I've already talked to on this topic already, to talk about their recent thoughts on horror as well. So here is that.
So, for my recent thoughts on Minecraft horror in general, I feel like replayability is almost non-existent. I played on many servers and alone, but after a while the mods just didn't feel scary anymore. Most if not all mods lose their scare factor after a single playthrough, and even during one. This also comes into the fact that most horror mods look goofy rather than scary at best. Taking the Man from the Fog as an example, you can't look at him and take it seriously. It looks like a mutated stick bug with poor dental hygiene. However, some Minecraft horror mods are great with their horror factor. Some notable ones are The One Who Watches and the iconic Herobrine mod, offering a psychological horror experience, rather than cheap temporary spooks. Their mechanics are unique and subtle, giving an eerie sense of unease waiting for something to happen. For example, seeing Herobrine staring at you from far away, the structures and the nostalgic Minecraft feeling make the mod feel more in-depth. As for The One Who Watches, he adds more ambience to your world, cave footsteps, crawling on cave ceilings, and digging into your strip mine, building up all the scare before finally attacking you, and going back to the loop of stalking and scares. This makes it more fleshed out, rather than some creepy creature spawning and rapidly approaching to kill you.
That was Inno's bit. If you want to check out his YouTube channel out, he may upload in the next, like, decade. Now, I'm going to get onto my last point about horror mods. And that is the fact that the mobs spawn in too quickly, which also ruins the replayability as well. Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's ways to configure them, but like when I just want to hop into a new world and play, I don't want to be attacked in like the first day by like 5 horror entities at once. And I know I've been crapping on horror mobs for most of this video, so I just wanted to get into some of the positives of the horror mobs. The silence, perfect mod. I have made 2 videos on this channel, on the channel as well about this, so you know I swear I'm not milking it. But yeah, great mod. He's also had a few different behaviors, I'm pretty sure, or jump scares, which is pretty good as well. I would say there's one slight issue with him, and that's the fact that he is incredibly fast when he spawns in, which is kind of crazy, and also, from what I know, not killable. But he's a great mod to use, so if you like playing horror mods, try him out. Another one would be the knocker. I like the fact that he knocks on the door, and you know, he has scared me and my friends a lot with his jump scare multiple times. These 2 mods, very, very good. Highly recommend them. I think there's a lot of horror mods that are really good and serve like a perfect purpose. But, you know, I'm not saying that the whole niche is bad or terrible at all. I'm just relaying my thoughts as to why you may be seeing less horror content from my channel in the weeks to come. Anyways, enough of me yapping. I've got another channel now, which is the gaming one, so it's full gaming, so there's just going to be loads of different videos on there. 100 Days on Sons of the Forest, because I've been enjoying that recently as well. So go check that out. Subscribe on there. Subscribe on here if you want to see more of these documentary kind of talking commentary videos as well. And if you want to watch me live, I'm back streaming as well on there every now and again. Twitch.tv/JamesPlays with 3 underscores as well. And I will see you guys soon. Have a great rest of your day. Peace.